Hello there, this is Asian95 and welcome back to another episode of Black Ops Cold War Multiplayer Pen Guide. In this 30-second episode, we'll be covering the Bullfrog, a Russian semi-fictional of the PP-19 Bison and PP-90 M1. Both are equipped with high-capacity helical magazines. In multiplayer, the Bullfrog is a submachine gun with moderate firepower. It will kill within 5 shots to the body and 4 to the head within 19.05 meters. After this, damage drops off to 6 shots and then 7 to the body at around 37 meters. The rate of fire is fair at 750 rounds per minute with a muzzle velocity of 250 meters per second. The Bullfrog has an interesting recoil pattern, with its first few shots produce lower recoil than the rest. This unique recoil system will reset after each trigger pull, meaning that firing in short bursts can be effective to stay on target, though the low damage of the SMG means it will take longer to kill compared to more accurate, high damage weapons. Its aim time is standard for its class at 275 milliseconds to aim down the sights, with a movement speed of 100%. Note that its hipfire accuracy is the worst in its class. This was likely done to prevent a liberal spraying up close, due to a high-capacity magazine size. Within the helical magazine, you get 50 rounds between reloads, and can be increased to 65 and a whopping 85 rounds. 15 more than the typical light machine gun, and more than enough to kill an entire team of 6 enemies. Reloading with the Bullfrog is longer than the other submachine guns, at 2.46 seconds. While you can skew multiple enemies within a magazine, it is wise to keep an eye on the ammo count to plan your reload ahead. With 50 rounds on tap and moderate firepower, the Bullfrog is a versatile submachine gun that it is adaptable to your playstyles within close range. Many attachments and perks can work well for the class setup. Given that its hipfire accuracy is the least accurate amongst the submachine guns, aiming with the Bullfrog is what you want to do for most of the time, unless an enemy is very close. To facilitate the faster aim speed, the speed tape offers a 10% increase, or 247.5 milliseconds, with no downsides. This will allow you to snap onto targets quicker, enabling first shot precision. You could choose other options for faster ADS speed, but your sprint to fire time will also be increased. And if you choose a later unlock one or not, consider having the KGB skeletal stock to decrease the sprint to fire time by 30%. with an additional 10% increase to ADS walking speed. A major downside is a wider hipfire spread, but once again, aiming with the Bullfrog is a priority than spraying, given its already worse hipfire accuracy by default. Going quiet is practical with the Bullfrog, and the suppressor will keep you off the radar when firing. Of course, you lose 15% of your range, but this is made up by a sheer volume of fire via high-capacity magazine. If you think 50 rounds are not enough, you can go higher to 65. This option will permit the ability to eliminate an entire 6-man team within a magazine. Note that your reload time will be increased by 10%. For a final attachment slot, you can elect a patrol grip, which will increase your mobility by boosting your sprinting speed by 4% and sprint to fire speed by 3%. This will allow you to get to positions faster. For the perks, you can elect the perk read wildcard that grants greater flexibility with 6 perks, instead of the default 3. The first tier rounds up your defense with flak jacket and tactical mask. The second tier is tracker and scavenger, which allows you to see an enemy's digital footprint and reveal them on your team's minimap when aiming at the enemy, and resupply ammunition for a long streak. The third tier is dedicated to stealth and equipment invasion with ninja and spycraft, to give you an ability to move more quietly and bypass enemies' field upgrade. Overall, the Bullfrog is a versatile submachine gun with a high-capacity helical magazine that will extend your fun along the way. While it does not have the highest damage, fastest handling, nor controllability, the Bullfrog's overall performance is decent enough to remain viable, and the 50 rounds of 9x18 Makarov will sustain your ability to sponge stiffer targets that are hard to kill. It is perhaps the best submachine gun against multiple enemies, as there is nothing else within its class that has this much bullet capacity. And that concludes the guide of the Bullfrog submachine gun. For the next episode, we'll be covering the new weapon of Season 4. This is Asian95, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.